Over the last 15 years, two of the world's most high-profile CEOs, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, have been engaging in simmering rivalry. Who do you think is right or wrong? Comment down below and stick around, and let's unravel it together. The two tycoons have sparred over their space ambitions. Musk runs SpaceX while Bezos owns Blue Origin. But it hasn't stopped there. Musk has called out Bezos for running what he claimed a monopoly and called Bezos a copycat for his self-driving car interests. Both are two of the most powerful CEOs in the world. Bezos is currently the wealthiest living person and runs Amazon's ever-expanding empire, while also involving himself in Blue Origin's quest to send people to the moon. Musk is the CEO of both Tesla and SpaceX. Over the years, their not-so-subtle rivalry has given way to Twitter jabs and name-calling. Quite childish, if you ask me. Now let's take a walk down memory lane of both of these gladiators. Many people have common misconceptions that Bezos entered the space race seen only for the sake of a potential money grab opportunity. Maybe the following will change your mind. Bezos has always been interested in space. In 1982, he told Miami Herald after he graduated as valedictorian that he wanted to create outer space colonies for millions of people.
I don't actually hold out great hopes, but if I could do anything, I would like to go help explore space.
Tell me more. I mean, what would you do? How would you go about it if you weren't doing this?
Well, the picture I have is that I would get in a rocket ship, go up into space, and go check out a few things. Now, this is why I mentioned at the beginning. This is a very hard technical problem.
Yeah, it is.
Very hard. It's really. Who knows what 20 years from now, if there's some significant changes in the technology, maybe such things will get easier. But we haven't.
As a result of that long-held interest in leaving Earth, Bezos launched Blue Origin in 2000, a new startup focused on human spaceflight. Around the time Bezos was launching Blue Origin, Musk had already sold Zip2, a startup he launched, and Compaq for roughly $300 million. Musk was in the process of building PayPal, which would later be sold to eBay for $1.5 billion. Musk made about $160 million off the PayPal sale and used that money to launch SpaceX in 2002. By 2004, both Blue Origin and SpaceX were still in their infancy. Neither company had completed any launches yet, but that didn't stop a rivalry from heating up. When the two met to discuss their respective reusable rocket ambitions, it apparently did not go well. "I actually did my best to give good advice, which he largely ignored," Musk said after the meeting. From around 2004 onward, Musk and Bezos appeared to keep to themselves. But their rivalry resumed once again in 2013 when things became contentious over leasing a NASA launch pad. In 2013, SpaceX tried to get exclusive use of the NASA launch pad. Blue Origin, along with SpaceX rival United Launch Alliance, filed a formal protest with the government to prevent SpaceX from using the pad. Bezos proposed converting it into a commercial spaceport available to all launch companies. Musk called the move a phony blocking tactic. Frankly, I think we are more likely to discover unicorns dancing in the flame dome. SpaceX eventually won the right to take over the pad. In 2014, the two companies got into a patent battle when Blue Origin was granted a patent for drone ships, which are used for landing rocket boosters. SpaceX petitioned to invalidate the patent. Blue Origin's ownership of the patent would mean SpaceX would need to pay to use the technology. SpaceX argued that the science in the patent was old hat, given that the concept of drone ships have been around for decades. A judge sided with SpaceX, leading to Blue Origin withdrawing most of the claims in the patent. In recent years, Musk and Bezos have been more public about their feud, taking their boxing matches to the public arena of Twitter. Both have grappled on opportunities to take shots at each other, most often snipping at each other over reusable rockets. After Blue Origin successfully landed its new Shepard rocket in 2015, Bezos tweeted a video calling it the rarest of beasts, a used rocket. Musk responded saying, SpaceX had performed that feat 3 years prior. When SpaceX landed its Falcon 9 spacecraft, Bezos took the opportunity to needle Musk on Twitter. but in a much more subtle way. Musk told that Blue Origin had repeatedly tried to snag talent away from SpaceX. Blue Origin does these surgical strikes on specialized talent, offering like double their salaries, said Musk. I think it's unnecessary and a bit rude. Musk also revealed that SpaceX set up their email filters for the words Blue and Origin. Musk has repeatedly and publicly called Bezos a copycat, once after Amazon announced its plan to launch internet beaming satellites, and again when Amazon acquired self-driving taxi company Zoox. Musk poked at Bezos in 2019 after unveiling Blue Origin's concept for a lunar landing vehicle called Blue Moon. He tweeted. Musk later mocked up a screenshot of New York Times article that changed the name from Blue Moon to Blue Balls. While Bezos had stopped short of calling Musk out directly, he has taken aim at Musk's biggest ambition, colonizing Mars, the main goal of SpaceX. Bezos' focus is on getting humans to the moon, and he described the idea of reaching Mars as unmotivating. Go live to the top of Mount Everest for a year first to see if you'll like it, because it's a garden paradise compared to Mars, Bezos said in 2019. I'd say that's a powerful line. In July, Musk appeared to be making yet another dig at Bezos, this time about his age. Musk, who is 49, took the opportunity to comment on Blue Origin, saying that 59-year-old Bezos is too old and Blue Origin too slow to ever make real progress. Blue Origin and SpaceX were both asked to submit their design for lunar landers to NASA for a mission to return humans to the moon by 2024. Along with a third company, Dynetics, Blue Origin and SpaceX were asked to compete for a multi-billion-dollar contract with NASA. All three had 10 months to work on their designs for a mission known as Artemis. The mission would be the first time a manned spacecraft has been sent to the moon since the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. SpaceX launched the Starship thousands of feet in the air during a 7-minute test flight, but the rocket exploded during landing. Still, the audacious test garnered praise from Musk's rival, Bezos. Anybody who knows how hard this stuff is impressed by today's Starship test, Bezos wrote in an Instagram post, accompanied by a low-resolution photo of the rocket. Big congrats to the whole @SpaceX team. I'm confident they'll be back at it soon. In April, NASA announced that SpaceX is the sole winner of the contract for landing humans on the moon, worth $2.9 billion. This decision infuriated Blue Origin, which is now challenging NASA's decision. Blue Origin filed a 50-page protest with the Government Accountability Office, claiming NASA's decision is flawed. NASA has initially said it would award the contract to 2 companies, but the budget concerns and lack of funding meant it could only choose SpaceX. Blue Origin told that NASA's decision was unfair because it had moved the goalpost at the last minute. Jeff said, ever since I was 5 years old, I dreamed of traveling to space. I want to go on this flight because it is a thing I wanted to do all my life. It's an adventure. It's a big deal for me. But it seems, in Musk's view, Jeff's flight wasn't all that impressive. He poked fun at the fact that the voyage is suborbital. To wrap things up, it's just Musk taking jabs at his rival every month, as if his works don't do it already. Bezos, on the other side, seems to take shots only subtly and occasionally, with no reply. Let us know what you think about this rivalry and whom you support.
Let's go for flight.
Thanks for joining The Dash.